Hi there, Vicky here. On today's Craft Artist tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make your workspace user-friendly. So without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, what I like to do, I like to make some shortcuts on my top toolbar. So I like print up there, I also like select all, clear, export, etc. So how you do this is, you go to tools, you scroll down to options, and then your options pane will open, and then scroll down to customize. So then what I do next is I like to have a new craft project up there, so I click on that, I drag and I drop. And then I also like my print icon or my shortcut to my printer on there, so I click on my print and I drag and drop, and I always drop it between, for me anyway, on paste and the format painter tool. Then I'll go into my edit, and then I will go to select all and then clear. Saves me messing about on my keyboard clicking delete. My mouse is already in my hand, so why not? And you can also change the names. So because I'm always looking for the word delete, I change this word here from clear to delete. So in order to do that, you right click, and then where it says name, I type in the word delete and then just enter. And then I'm just going to go invert selection. I don't keep this on the top bar, but what I'm saying is, if there's one you don't like up there or you never use, while you've got the options pane open, and only while customize is clicked, you can take it off your toolbar. So click on it, drag and drop. If any of these others are open, checked, you cannot do that. It will only come off when customize is open. So then I'll go on view. I don't think I ever use anything on view, and then I will go to tools. Now on tools I just have convert to picture because I use that a lot. So I'll drag and drop convert to picture. So once you're satisfied with that, then what I do, I go up to general. Now it says number of edits that can be undone is default is 20, but I like to put 200 in just to make sure I've got enough because I make mistakes. Not that many, but you never know. Automatically save to a temporary file. I usually have it on 3 minutes. Default is 15, I think. It just saves the files every 3 minutes, so if it crashes, it's saved from up to 3 minutes ago, I think it is. I tried it on 1 minute, but it kept saving every minute, and then it just kept overloading and then crashing my Craft Artist. So I think 3 minutes is sufficient, and then that's all I do on that one. Then automatic update, we don't get automatic updates anymore, so uncheck that. Then it tells you where your DigiKit locations are, and then on manage DigiKits, if you've got 2 DigiKits the same, or you don't no longer want a DigiKit, just click on the DigiKit and then click delete. And then display. Now on the display button here, you've got centimeters, you've got inches, inches in tenths, picas, and all these other measurements. Well, I usually have it on inches, so I'll click on inches. And then on here, your nudge distance. So if you're trying to line something up and it's only like a very, very small distance, now you know me, I can't think of the words, but if you just want to move it over a little smidge, on your keyboard you've got your directional arrows. So what it does, if you use your arrows, it will just move your image up, in my case 0.1 inch increments at a time. You can set it to how far you want it to move. It's entirely up to you. Snapping and grid and guides I don't touch, I just leave them as is. View quality, now you can have it on 96 dpi or you can have it way up to 300 dpi. It's entirely up to you. I leave it on 96. Then you've got your spell checker. So I'm obviously English United Kingdom. You just check what you want on here. Ignore word in mixed capitals. I just don't touch anything on that one. Spelling dictionary, I just leave that as is as well. And autocorrect, I just leave that as is. It's up to you. Go through it and, you know, like I say, make it more user friendly for you. Then ease of use. Now, number of files, recently used files. I'm not sure what that one is, but I do have the node size on medium, and that's, your nodes are obviously your little boxes on your embellishment. So let me just click, let me make it extra large so I'll show you what I mean. Just let me click OK. So when you drag your embellishment on, oops, these are your nodes here, and it just makes them more visible for you so they're easier to see. And that's it basically. That's that one. So I'll go back up to tools. I usually have it on medium, so I'll go down to options, node size, I'll go on to medium, then click OK, and then they go smaller. Look, there we go, they've shrunk. So let me just delete that. Now go to tools, go to options again. Now the one I always uncheck is draw, hover, highlights. Now I'm going to show you why I uncheck it, because this is the one that used to bug me, and I thought, you know what, there is a way out there to stop it from happening, and it's this way. So I'm just going to click OK. And what I mean is, when you drag or you've got loads of embellishments, let's drag some materials on, couple bits more on, let's have a few more embellishments. So when you hover over them, and it's not going to do it. Oh, of course it's not going to do it, you silly muppet. I've not unchecked it. There we go. Well, now we've checked it. Right, there we go. Can you see it? It flashes like a disco, and it used to get on my nerves. So what I did, I went to tools and I thought there is a way. So go to options and then uncheck draw, hover, highlights, click OK, and now when you move your mouse over them, it doesn't flash like a disco. So that's the one that really annoys me more than anything. Don't ask me why, I don't know, but it does. Excuse me. So go back up to tools, go back up to options, and then you got your studio. It says tab collapse order, higher, least likely to collapse. I don't touch anything on that. I don't touch anything on the keyboard, but these are your shortcuts. So fit to page, it tells you if you want to fit to page what control, so it's control and 3 or control shift and W, or if you want to zoom into 100%, you've got control and 1. So let's just try that out. So let's select all and delete. Let's drag something on here. So let's hold down control and 1, and it, yeah, obviously it does what it says on the tin. It magnifies it 100%. So I don't use them anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. So go back up to tools and go back up to options. So appearance, now I like this one. Appearance, you can either have it on grey, silver, blue, which I like, aqua, which is not really aqua, it's more like a very, very, very pale lilac for me. Then you've got silver blue, and then you've got your classic, but I'm going to leave it on blue. And then you've got your toolbars. Now these are your toolbars here, so you can uncheck them if you don't want them showing, but obviously you do because you need to use them. So I just check them, I just check them back on. I know what I mean. And then you go back to customize again. So there we go, that's that one. So now I've got all the shortcuts I need. So, and I've got my printer up there, so when I'm happy I'll just click OK. Now another bugbear of mine is when I go to fonts, so I'll go on to text tool, it automatically by default goes to Times New Roman. Now I use certain fonts all the time, so when I want to use a font I'll go to my font tab and it goes to, like I said, automatic Times New Roman, so I have to keep scrolling right back up to the top, and then I use my recent fonts. Well, to avoid that, what you do, you click on your top font, or whichever font you like to use most. So I'm going to click on Accent SF, and then I'm going to change my page as well to 12 by 12. So I'm going to click on Select Tool, then click on Page Setup, go to Scrap Pages, click on 12 by 12 and then click OK. And then I'm going to click back on Font, and then I'm going to make my font points a little bit higher. So let's click on 30. OK. Now in order for them to stay in place and not revert back to what they was before, go to Tools, scroll down to Save Settings, and then you'll see Item Defaults. Well, uncheck that box and then check it back. For some reason, if you don't do that, well, on my PC anyway, it won't keep your defaults. And then what you need to do, you need to go to Save and Close. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut Craft Artist down. I'm going to reopen it just to show you that what I've just chosen, this stay in place. So let's go and shut Craft Artist down. Click no, and then I'm going to reopen Craft Artist. So Craft Artist has opened back up, and I'm just going to make sure when I click on the text tool or the font tool that it's at 30 points and it's Accent SF, and my page is set to 12 by 12. And another tip I would like to give people as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select Tool, I'm going to go on to Add Items from DigiKit. So I'm going to add another DigiKit here. Click on Done. And then when you're doing a project, the best thing to do straight away is go to File, scroll down to Save As, and then just save it as birthday card XYZ. Okay, and then click Save. Always start off doing that, and then when it crashes, you see, well, let me just do something. So let me just put random stuff on here. So when you're designing your card, every so often just click on this floppy disk icon, just click on that. It's as easy as that, and you'll see a green flash going across your page here, so you know it's saved. Are you ready? That's how quick it is. So it just saves all that heartache of when you've designed something and then it disappears. So anyway, they're my top tips. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I hope I haven't fluffed my lines up too much, because I know I do and I waffle on. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Any questions, I am more than happy to answer. And hopefully I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye for now.